Hi Gemini, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Gemini, this should have been your love reading last week, and I don't want to mix it up, so I'm going to do the general reading today again, even though that was the last time you got something was a general reading. I was going to do a love reading last week, but I just couldn't make myself to do it. And I felt sick, weirdly sick. Like it was an influx of energy or something like that, and just completely drained. And I just kept pushing forward the message. I had glimpses during the day where I was feeling just fine, and then all of a sudden you would be like, the only thing I can compare it to is when I was pregnant, and you have all this life growing inside of you, and so it's like a high energy is going on, new life is being created, but all of a sudden you just have to go, you can, and for if there's any men out there, you don't know how it feels to be pregnant, but it's such an overwhelmingly, like, I can be tired and I can push through that tiredness, but when I was pregnant, it was like, and I got tired, it was like I there's no debate. I need to go lay down. Like, no debate. So just go lay down. And it's that type of tiredness. Is like, it was that type of high energy, high feeling energy going on, like in the air. I have no facts to back up whatever was going on, but it feels like an influx of energy, and it sort of got to me. And I was trying to do videos, but I really couldn't. But maybe you're feeling like you're resonating with it. It came with a lot of dizziness. It came with feeling exhausted and dizziness. And at the same time, like, there's a promise of so much more life. Like, there's a life growing inside of you almost. So it's like also at the same time, a really creative vibe. And you could have gotten glimpses of it, feeling really creative. So anyway, Gemini. So next week I'll do a love reading. So today I'm doing a general reading. I'm incorporating the frequency of the number, that's today's date, which is 15. 15 has lately become sort of a change for me. 16 is sudden changes, abrupt changes. 15 is like there's a transformation going on. So it's very fitting with everything that has happened like over the past week. So 15, we have a new beginning, number 1, new beginning. And number 5, change and life path, or change in your life path, like you're changing direction or changing course or something. And combining those, we're number 6, which is the totality view. It's checking in with yourself, like feeling all connected in. Resonance with your heart, resonance with your higher being, being very complete. I had 3 cards pop out almost immediately, so I'm gonna do that because that feels right. So this is interesting. It's almost like a little past, present, future thing going on here, and I don't know why. To be quite honest, I'm rarely interested in the past because we've already lived it, so why go there again? But it seems to have validity to this, and maybe you're feeling some residue of it, like you're feeling, am I using the correct words here? It's validation. It's just to validate you, I think it is. Strong card coming out first, and it already feels in the past. So trapped in fear. I think that something, Gemini, happened in your life where you felt like you were unable to move forward. You were unable to shift the situation. Like you felt like, how on earth am I going to do this? How am I going to change this? Very boxed in, very locked down. I mean, I can't help but think about the pandemic, but it doesn't have to do with that at all. And still, we have the number 8 there. So it's like number 8 is like the strength number. It's a power number. It's infinity sign. It's so above, so below, so in heaven, so on earth. The figure 8, like that. It just shows the longevity and the eternalness of something that you sort of can't stay locked down or put behind bars forever. It's just the nature of it. Something's got to give. I saw that movie the other day. I love it. Something's got to give. And it did. Or it will be. If you're a bit behind, what? Gemini, if you're a bit behind, if you haven't caught up to, if you still feel like you're trapped, or if you still feel like you're in fear, like for the life of you, you have no idea how you're going to move this forward. You will. This is the validation for you. I think for the majority, for the majority of you guys, this is where you've been. And it has given you strength. It has given you power. It has given you clarity. It has given you authenticity and realness. It's like you've been asking for the, when you reach that point, and you probably have, since you're drawn to this channel, you're drawn to my vibration. When you reach that point and you sort of go, okay, what really matters? When it comes down to it, what really matters? That's the type of questions I feel like you've been asking yourself. Rest and rejuvenation. So this talks about, like, this is a person sitting in nature meditating, just feeling Mother Earth, just being one with the trees, one with nature. I know this is being reversed. I do apologize. And I think this is more the present for the majority of you guys. Obviously, we can be on different timelines, different time waves at different times. But for the majority of you guys, I think this is the present. How you're now stepping into, like, we have a number 4 there. So number 4 is all about your heart center. It's about laying a new foundation. And there's the blue border again, speaking about that authenticity, realness, truthfulness. For some reason I want to add trustworthy, and I think it's you trusting yourself, trusting that intuition, trusting where you're going. If it feels off, it's off. If it feels right, go ahead. It's like you're learning to trust your own intuition. You're learning to trust your guidance. This is you getting a well-needed rest. Maybe you do, Gemini, maybe this is a sort of a, we need to tell you that you need a bit of rest. You need to listen a bit more and to take care of yourself a bit more and rejuvenate. Just find that, get that energy back. But overall, I feel like this is you just contemplating things that has happened in the past. It's you being in a really good place now that will lead into a yummy new place for the future. And I've asked for the very near future for you guys. So it's not like forever and ever more in the future. This is for the very near future. So that means tomorrow and onwards. And it's you understanding how you need to connect in with your, don't have to sit in that position, being out in nature and meditate to have that connection. You just don't. You can listen to good music. You can choose your own thoughts. You can surround yourself with beautiful things. You can eat food that you absolutely adore. You can, whatever that is for you to connect in with yourself again, that's the correct way to go about it, if that makes sense. And I think that you're doing that now, or at least you're thinking about it. And thinking about it is a good, when people say it's the thought that counts, it usually means they didn't get a present or they got a present that was a bit crappy. If we understood that it's the thought that counts, what that actually literally mean, that everything starts with a thought that then turns into a thought form, that then turns into the manifested reality that you now live, you would not throw around lightly, it's the thought that counts. You would understand to maybe navigate your thoughts a bit more. So when I say at least you're thinking about it, that's a freaking good start. Because then, guys, I don't think like I said, some of you guys could still feel trapped, but the majority of you, this group of Geminis, has moved on from this and are now in this. The majority of you are now in this and will move on to this. New beginnings on a brand new earth. Some of you guys might already be here. So number 0 is all about coming full circle. Something has come full circle, but something is also a never-endedness. We have a strong emphasis on the never-endedness, the figure 8 and the 0. Wheel of Fortune. It's like a strong indication that what you're now stepping into, the strength that you asked for when you were sort of incarcerated, in isolation, trapped in your own head, however this played out for you. You've asked for this change, and now it's like the never-endedness of this beauty stepping into this new earth. I feel like it says new beginnings on the bottom. This is the earth that you're standing on, and there's like a door, like a portal behind you. And so I think it's still, for the majority of you, you're still sort of not thinking about it, but you're preparing. You're preparing to step through this portal, through this new door that will lead you to this new reality, to this new earth. And it's happening fairly soon. There's something to it that now the energy that you're stepping into is the energy that you're going to keep. Like, obviously, there's always going to be an upgrade and an upgrade. Like, there's going to always be expansion. You're always going to reach higher and expand to a higher place. But this is like comparing it to, and I'm not saying that childhood is bad and adulthood is good. I'm just comparing it as a you can't get around it. Like you're staying in this good energy and you just won't shift it. Is like saying you've gone from childhood to adulthood and you're now an adult, and you won't be 5 years old again. Have you passed 5 years old? You won't be 5 years old again. You've passed it. And you won't go back. You literally, to the knowledge, to the information that we're giving you right now, you can't go back there. You probably can. But for the metaphor's sake, let's say you can't. And so that we're staying in this yummy energy now. It's like it indirectly says you're done with the crap and you're staying in the good for good. Obviously, you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna expand. There's gonna be new things for you to tackle, to approach in a way that you are growing. You're growing the most out of the most. The heavier the problem, the yummier the solution. And I think you're stepping into a freaking yummy solution. New beginnings, new earth, new reality. Staying in their new reality with the yummy new energy. Okay? And this could mean so many different things. It's like, because it's a general reading, it could apply to relationships, to your health, to whatever. Literally. So fill in the blank. What else for Gemini? Gemini. I almost was drawn to say another sign there. What was that? Capricorn. I'm drawn to say Capricorn for some reason. So maybe there's a cross watcher that is Capricorn. This is as much for you. Maybe you have strong Capricorn in your chart. Maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn. Okay, what else? Gemini. So there seems to be some sort of love situation happening. There's a major cup, and then there's 3 little cups. So if I were to just generally just translate that energy, I would say that there's a grand love here somewhere. There's a grand love coming in. And within that grand love, there's several little loves. And I don't mean like they're smaller in feeling the love. I just feel like, so if 2 people meet, they will come together in this grand love. And then within that grand love, maybe there's kids involved, maybe there's like shared passion, like shared themes. Like there's, for instance, I love movies, I love music, I love all of that. And so I would say coming together and the other person also enjoys music and movies. That's a little love in itself, if that makes sense. I'm not too hung up. There is a number 3 here. So because there's 4 cups. And for me, 4 cups, it just talks about how it's love and love. It's building a new foundation around love. But there's a 3 which speaks about passion, creativity, joy, fun. There's a new energy coming in, like a new dawn. And this is coming after this. We don't go from this to this. These 2 are complete opposites in energy, in vibration. So this is like a process. We've progressed or processed, making a progress into this new beginning. So it's first when you've chosen to step into this new energy, which is a tiny bit into the future. And like I said, the future could start tomorrow. Your future could be, if we're being honest, your future is in a second from now, right? So there's always another new now, if you look at it that way, but there's always a new future a second away. So new beginnings, when that has taken place, where you've chosen this energy, this is happening. This energy is coming into your life. I feel like it could be a romantic relationship coming together with this grand type of love. It could be, like I said, shared passions. You could meet people that really are sharing your passion for things. But the main thing is that it's going to bring you so much joy. It's this rejoice in celebration on the bottom with the 3 passion, creativity, joy, fun. It's like if you were doing music for a while and then you weren't. We're now coming back into it again, and it's a rejoice in celebration. If you weren't painting, sculpting, planting, building, whatever it is, Gemini, and probably all of it, that you weren't doing for a while, you're going to come back into it, and it's going to be shared this time. There's something about it being shared this time around, how you're sharing the same passion, sharing the same kind of love. Nope. What else for Gemini? Got a tiny bit dizzy there. So there's a tiny bit of dizziness still going on since last week. Oh my God. And then we have the universe and patience. The universe is like, oh, you're shifting energy, Gemini. You're completely shifting energy. This is the universe card. So you're attracting a hell of a lot of things that you want right now. And simultaneously, I hate to use your favorite word, Gemini, patience. We need patience in this. And I don't think you need patience so much on the outside as you need patience with yourself right now. There's like a you just need to understand. It's like, just deal with it. You just need to understand that there's a process to this shift. It's in a near future, so it doesn't have to take forever. You came from somewhere that has really taken a bit of toll on you. You're sort of finding yourself in the present moment, tuning in with yourself, feeling in with yourself, making decisions out after like whatever feels good to you, stepping into this new reality and trying to figure that out, whatever this means for you. Having this love connection of some sort and opening up the portal to the universe, like you really are getting what you want. Lucky number 21. You're being asked to have patience. It's already here. You asked for it. It has already blossomed. But be patient now. I'm going to go into the extended and see what else I can find there. I'm going to ask for more about clarification around this love situation and more clarification around this universe and stepping through like this new beginning. These are the most fun cards to me. And then whatever else that wants to come out, whatever else guidance that wants to be delivered to you right now. So if you feel drawn to that, the link is in the description box. If not, then thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you back in a week for your love reading, even though this seems to be one. So take care, guys.